father and his son sit at the kitchen table with a notebook and a cup of tea discussing English grammar. Dad, I keep getting confused about when to use the in my sentences. Can you explain it to me? Of course, son. The is called a definite article. It's used to refer to something specific or already known to the listener or reader. So it's like pointing at something specific? Exactly. Let me give you an example. If I say, let's go to a park, I'm not referring to any specific park. But if I say, let's go to the park, I'm talking about a specific park we both know about. Oh, so the is for things we both know? That's one of its uses. The is also used when there's only one of something, like the sun, the moon, or the earth. So I can't say a sun or a moon? Correct, because there's only one sun and one moon in our context. What about things like animals? Good question. If you're talking about a specific animal, you use the. For example, the dog in the backyard is barking. But if it's general, you can say, a dog is a loyal pet. I think I get it now. So the is also used when I mention something for the second time, right? Yes. For instance, I saw a cat. The cat was sitting on a fence. The first time, you use a because it's new information. The second time, you use the because now the listener knows which cat you're talking about. What about countries? Do I use the with all country names? Not all of them. You use the with countries that have plural names or names that describe a group of areas, like the United States, the Netherlands, or the Philippines. But you don't use the with countries like France, Japan, or India. That's interesting. How about places like oceans or mountains? Great point. You use the with names of oceans, seas, rivers, and mountain ranges. For example, the Pacific Ocean, the Amazon River, and the Himalayas. But for single mountains or lakes, you don't use the, like Mount Everest or Lake Superior. Sun. So the is used for groups of things, but not single ones. Father. That's one way to think about it. It's also used with things like musical instruments. For example, he plays the guitar or she's learning the piano. Oh, that's good to know. Does the work for specific times too? Absolutely. You say the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. But we don't use the with days, months, or years. For instance, you say Monday or December, not the Monday or the December. What about superlatives like the best or the tallest? Perfect example. The is always used with superlatives because you're talking about something unique. For instance, he is the tallest boy in the class. This is making a lot of sense now, but is there a case where the is not used even though I'm talking about something specific? Yes, when you're talking about names of people, places, or brands, you wouldn't say the John or the Coca-Cola. Those are proper nouns, and the isn't necessary unless it's part of the name, like the Washington Post or the Eiffel Tower. Got it, Dad. This was so helpful. Thanks for explaining everything so clearly. Father, you're welcome, son. Practice is key. Try to notice how the is used in books, movies, or conversations. It'll soon become second nature to you. I will. I'll pay attention and practice more. Thanks, Dad. That's the spirit. Let's make it a habit to learn a bit of English every day.